Focus, autofocus. Hey, what's going on, you guys? AK40 Kevin here, and we are going to build the ultimate Xbox One X setup. Now, this is the most powerful console on the market by quite a margin. And this is great out of the box. You really don't need to do anything to this bad boy. It is an absolute joy to own and an absolute joy to play with. I've had no issues. I've owned it for almost a year. I got this when it first came out, traded it an S for the X, and I've never looked back, and I've never once regretted the decision. However, there are little accessories you can buy that are all very inexpensive that are going to completely evolve and enhance your gaming experience and basically build a console setup that is going to help you become a better player and also enjoy your games more. So let's just jump right in. The very first thing you're going to need is some type of expandable memory. So a flash drive, not so much, but maybe an external hard drive like this. This is a 4 terabyte by Seagate. You do not need to go that high, but I would recommend getting at least 1 or 2 terabytes. And you can pick those up for about 60 bucks. I think I got this on sale for about $100 for 4 terabytes, which I don't think I'll fill this up anytime soon, but you are going to fill up your console's memory extremely fast, which is not only going to clog the performance because the operating system is on the same hard drive that you're running all these games on, but you are going to run out of space, and then you're going to be uninstalling old games to install new ones and back and forth, and it's just a huge hassle when you can pop for a little extra change, have this plugged into the back of your Xbox, you'll never see it, and every time you start up your Xbox, this gets powered up. And you need to make sure you get a USB 3.0 and a high write speed, read and write speed, so that way it can read and write your games quickly. However, any modern external like this is going to have all those features automatically, so you don't really need to worry about it. But Seagate's a great brand. I would highly check them out. And it stays cool too, which is another thing I was very concerned about because I don't want any additional heat getting into my Xbox. So having this right behind it never made a difference. Second of all, the fact that Xbox controllers still take batteries is absolutely absurd. They need to get on the PlayStation wagon with that and start using rechargeables, but what the fuck. So anyway, you're going to spend a fortune in batteries, not to mention they die at the most inconvenient moment and whatnot, so these are very inexpensive. You can pick up one of these for 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon. They come with 2 batteries that have pretty darn good battery life. And the thing is, I have a habit of just storing my controllers on the dock after I'm done playing. They're always fully charged, and it's just much more convenient, and you save a fortune by having rechargeables. Next, you are going to need some kind of a headset. This is an absolute necessity. You do not need to go out there and get these big boys or a fat set of cans like that. You can get yourself something a lot more budget-minded. I'll have links to more inexpensive options as well as more premium than this gaming headsets, or you can just use what you have. If you can't afford a gaming headset, just pop in your earbuds that you have or your earpods or something like that, and that'll give you much more immersion, and you'll be able to actually hear people in competitive multiplayer where they're creeping up on you and stuff like that. So these are pretty good. I was given these free to review, and I honestly can't recommend these for Xbox because they do not have wireless support. They do for PlayStation and PC, but if you do have an Xbox, they do not support wireless, which is absolutely unexcusable, and in my opinion makes these not necessarily the best option when it comes to gaming headsets. Now, finally, you are going to want some type of premium controller. Yes, you can get by gaming with a standard controller, but just like driving a stock car, it's not going to get you anywhere fast, and you're not going to have as much fun and enjoyment as you possibly can without something a little more premium, such as the 2 really good options out there are the Xbox One Elite, which is a licensed Microsoft product, so it has software support in the Xbox that lets you customize everything from button mapping to vibration sensitivity to thumbstick sensitivity. It also has plenty of customization options. It comes with different sticks, and you can also take it a step further, as I have with this build, and created, custom buttons and everything. And if you don't like the design of this, there is a third-party option, which is by Razer. This is the Wolverine Ultimate. Very nice controller. However, this is wired, so you're not going to have the wireless capability that you get with an Elite or even with a stock controller. And last but not least, if you want to build your own controller and you're a little bit tech savvy and you don't mind getting your hands dirty, you can make a custom bad boy like this. This is one of my custom builds. And I've done plenty of work to this, and if you have the knowledge and the know-how, you can actually save a pretty penny by, these are both $150, and if you just have a stock Xbox controller laying around, you can install a lot of the same modifications, trigger locks, more sensitive buttons, face plates, etc., etc. So that's going to do it for stage one here. I just want you guys to understand some of the basics that you really should have. Now, you do not need a premium controller. You should have a headset for sure, but if you have those laying around, you can just use earbuds or something of the sort. These two are really mandatory. You're going to need these eventually because you are going to run out of space in the little weak-ass internal hard drive, and you're going to need expanded memory. And you are going to get sick of fumbling with batteries, and I mean, this is $20 and you're saving a fortune. It's going to pay for itself within the first like 6 months, so highly recommend it. You just make a habit of popping your controllers on there, and it also makes kind of a nice display because it holds up your controllers and you kind of put them on display, which is nice. Or if you do not want to put the actual controllers in there, you can just put the battery packs in there like that, and they will charge on their own. So that's it.